Ed Reed now, the Hall of Famer, joins us here on the Rich Eisen Show. He will be getting his Hall of Fame ring this Sunday, Patriots, Ravens. Hi, Ed. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, Suze, how you doing?
I'm so happy to be sitting in the chair when you call in. This makes my day. It's just like, but this is like my kind of roster for the day.
Yeah, usually I'm seeing you with the kids and walking around.
I see you at Crustacean. That's where I see you all the time. It's like a joke.
Yes,
but I get to
the spot.
I get to share you with Marshall Faulk today, so I'm happy. I'm going to stay out of the way for some of this, but I want to know right off the bat, what's your favorite memory going up against Belichick and Brady? Because let's face it, you are definitely Belichick's favorite guy that he ever had to get ready to play against.
My favorite memory going up against him is beating him in the AFC Championship game to go to the Super Bowl.
Marshall's giving a look here. What do you think, Marshall?
No doubt about it. That was the best one. What's up, Marshall?
What's going on, homeboy?
What's up, man?
What's up, home team?
I can't call it, bro.
How's it going, man?
Out here working at this junior high school in Baltimore with Kellogg's and Mission Tiger, man. You know, with our initiative here that we do at the junior high school.
Okay. So let's, I'm just thinking back to, man, watching you and Tom just go at it. So just talk about the epic battles of what you guys had to do to disguise, because the guy has seen so much.
You know, after my cereal frosted flake pregame meal, and I got ready to go play those guys. But now, man, everything's falling apart here. Nah, man, we had some. You're right. We had some classic battles. You know, it was just about discipline for us on defense, really, and really as an organization, as a team, because you're going up against a great organization and a great team that plays together. You know, everybody's pretty much doing their job. That's like the New England thing: do your job. You know, but that's what you see on Sundays. Like, so for us as a defense, you know, and as Ravens, when I was there, you know, you had to be on point, man. Just do what you're supposed to do, because if you don't, that's the one time that gives the Patriots, you know, that window to capitalize on, and that's what they do. They capitalize on your mistakes more than any other team. You know, they make more adjustments on the run than any other organization, I would say. You know, that's the reason why they have that success. You know, so you got to be on your P's and Q's, bro, to make sure you're stopping those guys.
Susie Schuster, Marshall Faulk, Ed Reed here on the Rich Eisen Show. Would you have liked to have played for Bill Belichick?
Yeah, I mean, outside of doing it in a Pro Bowl, I definitely would have loved to play for Coach Belichick. You know, I played for him in the Pro Bowl. I was honored to be coached by him, and he saw me on the sideline, and I can remember him calling me over there like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, you know, it's not my turn to be in the game. It's the Pro Bowl, and Marshall can attest to this. You know, we all alternate, and he was like, "Look here, get back out there and do what you do." And that's all he said. And what I'm gonna say, Coach, it's not my turn anymore. I'm like,
right.
No.
Right.
The other guy got to come off the field, and they gonna rotate on the other side, and I'm gonna be the one safety that stay in the whole time.
Ed, when you look at you've been on teams, you went up against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. When you look at this young Ravens team, I mean, just try to give us an idea of what they're going to have to do in order to come up with the win against the Patriots.
I think I have to play together, you know, and minimize mistakes. Definitely in all facets of the game, man. I mean, special teams, offense, defense alike. You know, this is a very sound football team that you're playing against with the Patriots. You know, it's proven. They're proven. Now, I'm not saying they can't be beat, because they can be beat. They've had some tough games. You know, Buffalo played them real tight, you know, so they can be beat. But in order to beat the Patriots, you cannot have a bunch of mistakes. You can't have a bunch of penalties. You got to take the referees out of the game. And the only way to take the referees out of the game is to play smart. You know, so it takes a smart player, a smart team to beat the Patriots.
Ed Reed here on the Rich Eisen Show. A lot of people are saying, Brady's numbers aren't the same. Brady this, Brady that. I can't get over the amount of haters that come out so early. Do you see any drop off in his game?
So long as they got certain other quarterbacks in the game, and Brady's doing what he's doing, no, I'm not worried about it at all. You know, you got, and I'm gonna say some names, and they're great human beings, but they definitely, should probably be maybe not even be in the league, but I mean, you got certain quarterbacks. They put up numbers, but they're not success. They're not starting quarterbacks. They just backup. You know, like a Ryan Fitzpatrick. You know, I know everybody loves Ryan. He's smart. He's a backup. He's a good quality backup guy. You know, Matt Schaub. You know, I love Matt Schaub. He's a great human being. I love him. But as a football guy, you know, we can bring number 7 back, and he can be successful on a lot of other teams. You know, I know we harping on Carr, and Carr's looking good, but he's been trash for a long time.
And tell us how you really feel.
I mean, it's the truth. It's look, football is football. You can't hide. You can't hide. You know, I can talk about a couple of your analysts over there at NFL Network that probably shouldn't be over there, but I'm just saying. You want me to really tell you how I feel. We're here to talk about Mission Tiger and what I'm doing in the community with Kellogg. That's what we're here to talk about.
There you
Let's
go.
talk about
football.
Talk about that.
You brought up football, not me.
Okay, before I ask you some other questions, let's talk about Mission Tiger, because I love that you love Frosted Flakes. My kids would do anything to eat Frosted Flakes, and I give them all that healthy crap. You love them, and Mission Tiger is an initiative to give middle school kids access to sports by supporting middle school sports programs across the country with needs from big to small. They kicked off with a $1 million commitment to DonorsChoose.org. It helped over 150,000 kids across the country. Why did you choose Mission Tiger?
They chose me. You know, we chose each other. You know, my foundation stands for the same things that Kellogg and Mission Tiger stand for. So it's a match in heaven. You know, it's truly Hall of Fame things because, you know, I'm getting my ring this Sunday, and to be doing this before it, you know, it's awesome. You know, seeing the smiles on these kids' face at the pep rally, awesome. Kellogg's gave over $200,000 to this school just to renovate, you know, the football fields, the fields, the baseball field, which is co-ed for girls and boys, you know, and they getting the whole basketball gym. You know, so multi-purpose basketball gym, should I say, because they can halfen it off and both teams can practice things that they don't have. This school that we're in right now at KIPP, Ujima Academy in Baltimore, this school that we're in is a high school. It actually was given to the junior high, you know, so it needs to be renovated. They got things that need to be, you know, a little TLC need to be put on. You know, so for me, it's a match made in heaven because I've been a Kellogg, I've been a Tony the Tiger fan. You know, I've been watching him since I was a kid, and to be actually taking pictures with Tony the Tiger, you know, I'm like, is this real? You know, Mama, I made it. I'm coming close to the phone and say this. Mama, I made it.
What was your cereal, Marshall?
Oh man,
what was your cereal of choice?
Nah, we couldn't. I couldn't afford. We had the government cereals, the King Vitamins.
King Vitamins, baby. I had them too. Yeah, they had this sugar.
We had King Vitamins.
King Vitamins right now.
Did you guys know each other in New Orleans?
No.
We did not. We had the same.
I knew
we
of
had the
him.
Same coach though.
Yeah. But
Curtis
actually,
Johnson recruited Marshall Falk, and he recruited me as well. Brought Marshall over to San Diego when nobody wanted my man to play running back.
There you go.
You know, and CJ did.
Yeah, the same guy who I was telling you, the receivers coach for the Saints, he recruited me to go to San Diego State, recruited him to go to the University of Miami.
That's crazy.
Same guy. So he knows talent when he sees it. He's recruited a lot of really good players.
And that's the reason the Saints receivers having all that success. Talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Just about every receiver that he coached when he was at the University of Miami went to the league and prospered, not to mention all of those guys that you saw get developed at the Saints that you didn't know, the Marcus Colstons, Devery Hendersons, guys you didn't know.
Getting to become the player he is now, because he was struggling a bit.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
I got two Hall of Famers here, Ed Reed, Marshall Faulk. I'm Susie Schuster here on The Rich Eisen Show. I got a question for you. Last time you were on the show, you said you wanted to be a head coach. And the Cubs just hired David Ross to be their manager. He's not managed a day in his life. Ed, how come that doesn't happen in the NFL?
You know, it hasn't happened yet. You know, Ken said it's not a thought out there, so it'll happen at some point. You know, but I always hear about, you know, just the gauntlet that you got to go through as a coach. You know, like my resume is not in the NFL for 12 years, you know, around a bunch of great coaches, even college, from what Marshall was mentioning to you guys. You know, I've been around a lot of great coaches, you know, so I don't know. I honestly don't know why, you know, though I just hear about that gauntlet, you know, you got to coach this, you got to do that, you got to do this. You know, and you got guys who's got coaches' jobs, someone working for Green Bay now. Well, I was like, he's a head coach. Like, he was a head coach. Like, this is crazy.
You know, baseball and basketball, they figured it out.
Yeah,
they've figured it out. Football, they're still playing this whole game of you need to go through getting my coffee, delivering my papers. You know, some guys are they're leaving the locker room and they've been around not just
that too.
not just good coaching, but good players and knowing how to elevate people and do things. It's you either have it or you don't. And I mean, when you know, Aaron Boone has done a good job with the Yankees. Where did he coach before then? Yeah, he was color commentating. So football, they need to get off their high horse and stop this and stop playing this whole role of what you need to do before you can. If you can lead men, you can lead men. Whether it's in the locker room as a coach or as a player, you can lead men.
That's true. I mean, that's said, well said. You know, I mean, if I add anything to this, all I would say is that the NFL is ran the same way this country is ran. You know, that's the reason why that shield is the same color as our flag.
Say more on that.
I mean, I've said a lot right there, and I think Marshall really put it in perspective. You know, I think he really put it in perspective. I was just really, you know, summing it up.
Well,
to what it is. You know, when I say it's ran like this country, I mean the referees are the police. The referees are the police of this country. Once they throw a flag, ain't no taking it back. You know, and then in all honesty, and just, you know, giggles, you know, to the side, you know, once an officer shoots his weapon, man, those bullets don't come back. You know, and that's what we got to know as people. Like, you shouldn't put them in that position as officers, just like I tell players to take the referees out the game, play smart.
Yeah.
Don't give them an opportunity to throw the flag.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when you come to the money stuff, that's a whole different conversation.
And we can have that anytime you want, Ed. Tell me about your ring. Do you know what you're going to look at on Sunday night?
I actually had this conversation with Rick before. You got to go back a couple segments back.
I don't watch this show. I don't listen to it. Well, yeah, I do.
It.
So you expect people to watch you be on here?
Stop it.
But no, I'm excited about it. You know, getting that Hall of Fame ring, as Marshall has experienced it. You know, I'm really just soaking it up. To be in front, the home crowd, you know, at a big game like this is going to be awesome. My family's going to be here, mom and dad, my brothers, my son, you know, his mother. You know, it's going to be awesome.
Ed, we wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
Have the greatest time. Live in the moment, right?
Yeah, enjoy it, Ed. And I'm going to tell you this. The best part is going to be the other Gold Jackets, whom are Ravens, of them welcoming you. That's like, as you got to see at the Hall, that experience. This is another one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences that I tell people, you can't even dream this. This is so big. It's hard to dream what you go through and the guys that you become friends with and just that room. I mean, it's what this game, it's the guys who built this game.
Right.
Sending you big love, Ed.
That, big bro.
Right
big
on.
love. Have fun.
Thank you. I will. Thanks for having me on, y'all.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.